Hey, is she staying close to you and just won't open up no matter how hard you tried, no matter how much work, no matter how much you tried changing yourself? Well, until you do this one thing, that's never going to change. Now, today we're going to talk about the silent killer that is keeping her shut down and you out from doing the work that's really going to take to heal your relationship. And why this is important is because essentially, if you don't fix this, every communication that you do is just going to push her further and further away. And it's just going to continue on until she's gone for good. And when you do fix this, you're going to see yourself able to open her back up. And there's going to be space for you again. That wall is going to start having some chinks in it where you can slide into and really help do the work that's going to heal your relationship. And that killer is blame. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, I don't blame her for anything, or maybe she did do a lot of things and you are blaming her. But having that blame and holding on to that blame is only going to serve as poison to your relationship and just erode it from the inside out to the point where you have nothing left. So if you're serious about actually healing your relationship and staying together, this is something you're going to have to take care of. Now, what is blame? Blame is essentially you saying, you did this to me. You did something to me. And maybe she did, maybe she didn't. That's not the point. But what is the point is whenever you blame someone, you are making them the attacker, right? For you to be a victim in the situation, which is what blaming does, it forces you into the role of being a victim. That means she is the attacker. And whenever you're communicating to somebody as if they are the attacker, they are doing something, then they're going to be forced to defend themselves and be defensive, which is why in your messages that you're having with her, she's being defensive because you are attacking her, whether consciously or unconsciously. You holding on to this blame is creating that. And then the other part of blame is with you being in the place of victim, that's a disempowered state. That is literally robbing you of your power. And as a man, as a leader of the relationship, we have to stay in our power. We have to be able to handle whatever's showing up and be that strength, be that rock for her. So this is hurting you in two ways. It's making her the attacker, it's getting defensive, and it's robbing you of your power. And if it's doing those two things, is it really, like, what's the value in it? What's the value in holding on to that feeling? So what's the cure for the blame? It's responsibility. By saying to yourself and possibly to her, you know what? I created this. Or at the very least, I also contributed to this. And the more you can take that on, the more you can accept. And the truth is, you did. Believe it or not, you did. You contributed this in some way. It takes two to tango, right? You were a co-creator in this situation. And the more you can step into that and own it and own specifically what it is, the more you're reclaiming your power and your strength as a man, the less you are blaming her. I just had a client message me this morning saying, I'm noticing that the more I take responsibility, the more she's opening back up, the less fights we're getting into. Because she doesn't have to protect herself from you blaming her, right? You are now saying, hey, I did this too. So let's work on this together. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for my component of this, right? So it's incredibly important that you take responsibility for your role in this, your role in this current state of your relationship, and really own it and find all the areas where you can. Because the more you do this, the more power you take back, the less blame and attacking energy you're putting towards her, the less she has to defend, the less her wall is up. It just only helps the situation. There's no negative aspect that I found in my life or in my client's life that comes from taking responsibility. All right. So to help you out with this, in this video, I'm going to include a link to a worksheet that we give our clients the exact same worksheet we give our clients to help them on their journey of taking responsibility. And when you do this, just notice how you feel after. Like it may feel like a kick in the nuts, but it's worth it. Because when you really see, oh, I did play a part in this, oh, this is my bad. Or if you're already in that place, seeing just how much you contribute to it. Because maybe there's some things you realize, but other parts that you did, right? So as you go through that, you will start feeling a shift. And if you really allow that to happen, she will feel that shift. Your communications will shift and your relationship will improve. Is one of the key things that we find that gets our clients the best results is to help them take responsibility. Really, they can't progress without this step. It's one of the earlier parts of our process. You can't progress until you take this responsibility. So for all those reasons and more, use this worksheet and take responsibility. Let go of this blame. Be the man that she needs you to be. All right, that's all I got for you today. I'll catch you on the next video.